Got it. You guys can't hear me. Now you can hear me, right? Let me see. Yep. Well done. Welcome, guys. Weekend, last day of trading week. So let's pick the best trade for today as a last day of trading week. Are you guys fully ready? Either you are in the morning, good morning, or you are in the evening, good afternoon. Because I don't want to say good evening because you're gonna fall asleep. So let's look at today's market, how the price is doing. We have seen that there was a huge bullish momentum on gold and including many other pairs. Now gold, I see that currently very volatile, very bullish, and later today Gbp, there is a news coming on Gbp, and we will be looking at how we can find trade around Gbp and that gold. So let's see, first of all, starting with gold, and we will be looking at other Gbp pairs. And if you wish to submit your request to which one to look at, I'm here. Always we are trading together. Don't hesitate to ask using the live chat. Now before you sit down on your desk to watch this live session, make sure that you smash the like button and also join the free Telegram channel so that you are not missing out anything that we are posting every single day. So let me know if you're ready. So looking at daily, now daily is bullish. Now if you look at yesterday's analysis and everything, this is what we discussed. For me, gold is currently bullish. And if I look at the weekly, we can see that weekly perspective, after breaking this previous weekly low, gold has formed a giant bullish candle. Okay, the reason I'm saying giant is because it almost crossed that previous weekly high. So we could see that gold is bouncing off this level to create a new higher high. So let's I was looking at weekly chart today a couple of times on gold. The reason is not that I want to trade on weekly, but to see the directional bias. In this weekly chart, gold nicely bullish. Now if I look at this one here, this is a channel here, and in that channel what we see that this is a bullish channel, a bull flag here. There is a drop correction. The price was moving in this channel, and with that channel the price has broken from that support level, gathered that liquidity that it needs, the fuel, and then it has bounced to the upside. Now this breakout on gold is identical. Why? Because normally in this kind of breakout signals potential resuming to its long-term uptrend. You see that this is where the biggest move happened on gold. Back to back 3 weeks we saw a big bullish move, and we saw that long consolidation, and gold had a breakdown. 3 weeks of bullish momentum, retest of this resistance as a support, chances that we can expect a trend to the upside. And if you look at here gold price, which is an all-time high, where we saw that gold has made here a long wick candle, and with that long wick candle it made this drop, and we could see that the market now going back up to create a new higher high, or at least we can expect a retest of this 2070 2080 level. So there is a chance for gold to be bullish. Now looking at the daily, here we see that from the daily perspective, gold has formed an inverted head and shoulder, a break from this inverted head and shoulder. Now previous day's candle is wholeheartedly bullish. It has a long wick at the top and very narrow wick from this 20 EMA. After crossing that doji, it bounced up. So I see a a formed inverted head and shoulder in that level on gold. Now with that inverted head and shoulder, the price managed to break to the upside. Today's lows on gold is here. We draw that level here, that we will be looking for a break, and then we can look for that entry opportunity on gold for this potential upside movement on gold. Now you can see that it formed a structure here from the 1 hour chart. Sometimes looks very nice on gold, especially you can see that this a very bounce on gold, which is a very sharp bounce, and in that area we saw a consolidation. The market is locally trending and also merging with the global trend. I will be waiting for a break of structure today, where this is the daily low and this is where there is the previous resistance turning support, which very possible for gold to break down to retest the swing low, which is the previous resistance turning support here, and along with this trend line to go gold to the upside. Very organized and what I would say that predictable price action pattern that we see on gold, and I will be waiting for a fall back to this level. Then we can look, and we had a trade yesterday, you have seen that on gold, that has moved exactly in the direction, and we closed it, and then we were waiting for another one. Now I'll show you today some of the trade that yesterday, also the day before yesterday on AUD and ZD. See, there are two things we combine to find the best trade: is patience and strategy. That the power of that is huge, is freedom, that when you can gain consistent profit, it's a big freedom. So this is what we will be discussing now today, along with the live trade coming, any trade coming along the way, that will be looking for opening positions. Guys, if you are on any trade, also let us know which one you are looking at, and then we can combinedly discuss what is the best approach for us. Okay, and guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're new today. I'm sure that you will enjoy here trading with us in this live environment. And any question, don't hesitate to ask me using the live chat. So let's see now here on live chat. Waiting Sam Bona, when it will start. Just now it has started. Let me know if you haven't started yet. Good morning, good morning. No sounds. Okay, so I see that. I hope that you got a sound now. Very good, thank you. Morning. Thank you for being so responsive. One hour is forming double top. That is confusing. Why it is confusing? Double top confusing? Let me know why double top is confusing to you. Forming a double top sometime will give you an advantage, isn't it? Exactly, got it, coach. Thank you. And ZD CAD, GBP AUD, acquired a few requests. GBP USD, I think is still bullish. We'll be looking at that. And can you check GJ? Yeah, absolutely. So let me check GJ, and then we'll be looking at Euro CAD. Yeah, all of them one by one. All right, guys. So I see that view 68 like 28. So let's make it 68 likes, guys. And also press that subscribe button. Probably you're following from the beginning of our journey but forgot to subscribe. So once you subscribe, everything will be in your home page. Let me get into that. Awesome. Done. Cool. Thank you for that. So let's see now. We looked at gold, and let me look at GBP JPY and then we'll be looking at other pairs as well. So looking at Gbpjpy. Now Gbpjpy, if I look at that market, this instrument I love trading because this is a very volatile with a narrow with a very we can trade on the lower time frame, okay, such as 5 minutes or 15 minutes, because very volatile and there is a lot of movement in the market. In this market happens. Now Gbpjpy, I open that monthly chart, and you might say the monthly chart, why it's so high time frame. Very simple, because monthly, weekly give you a clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. So when you look at the monthly, you basically look at higher time frame, looking at the bigger picture. Why you need to look at the bigger picture? Very simple, because in the beginning of trading journey, sometime I also did not understand the multi-time frame analysis, why it is so important. Multi-time frame analysis also important in our practical life, isn't it? So you need to look at the bigger picture, the higher time frame, yearly, okay? So where you want to go at the end of the year, in a 1 year, where you want to go, and then you drop down to the monthly, and let's say yearly you want to buy this much, you want to save this much, so you need to look at the yearly, and then looking at the monthly will give you a breakdown of every month how much you need to make the saving to go to the point that you want to go. And then you drop down to the 5 minutes time frame, every moment how you need to take your action to achieve that. And then you drop down to the 1 minute time frame to see your thinking, because thinking has a very narrow time frame, okay? You know that our span attention is in a second, not in even a minute. So it is very important that we increase that span, attention of span. So if you are not having the attention of the span, chances that your multi-time frame analysis is not doing well. So you need to look at that. This is how a practice happens. So if you look at the monthly perspective, we see that from the monthly time frame, Gbpjpy is a long-term bull market. If we look at here with this huge liquidity grab, a strong rejection followed by a pullback, a strong rejection followed by consolidation and a bounce. Now this market, as soon as it is coming down, I will look for buying because it is a bull market. Now looking at the weekly, where do you see that from the weekly perspective, this is a weekly bullish engulfer here, followed by a narrower weekly candle. Now with the market open this week, I expected GJ to break this weekly low and then bounce to the upside, but it is so bullish that they even didn't give any chance to the bears to take the price below this level, which is a kind of momentum in the market. So because it's in a very strong momentum, we can expect GJ to come down to test this level and then to bounce off this level. Why? Because what is going up is likely to go up. That's the law of trading. So we will be looking for buying on Gbpjpy as soon as we will find that opportunity. Now looking at the daily, we see that this market is nicely maintaining an uptrending market structure. So we will look for, if you look at here, this is the previous resistance, which is turning support, and more importantly on the lower time frame we look for break of structure. We see that here Gbpjpy is in a, what I can say that it's a consolidation and deceleration. You can see creating series of lower high. Now this kind of structure, when I see, I mostly look for a swing low to be broken. So where is the swing low, guys. I'll put a mark here. Let me see. You guys can tell me where is the swing low here. So we saw that there is a one here which is broken, and the market now with that break of this swing low, it is trending. Okay, with the trend for me, GJ, what I will be very happy to see that the market is managed to break this swing low, and this is the this is the sweetest spot for the big investor, big buyers to go long on GJ, and which is very likely to happen as the news coming. We might see that the market has managed to break this low, and with that being said, we will be looking for a buying opportunity on GBP/JPY. Anyone planning for any kind of selling on GJ? If you sell, that I'm ready to buy. Let me know in the live chat. If you want to sell GJ, then I'm gonna buy it. So morning coach, how do we trade head and shoulder strategy? Okay, so head and shoulder strategy, we'll discuss it. Thank you for consistency. God bless you. God bless you too. Thank you for your consistency, also for being here and for posting content and for focusing being a profitable trader. CAD/JPY coach, I am on buy NZD CAD at 0.8198. okay, so can I buy gold from 1970? So you want to buy gold from 1970? I think that if it drops that far, we will be looking at that. It's a very strongly bullish market at the moment. So GBPUSD trade on you. I haven't closed. Okay, GBPUSD, it's a risk-free trade, is running. I haven't closed. As long as it takes, I will, market will close it by hitting my TP or coming to my entry and taking me out of trade break even. I'll not. I let it, the market do the job. Okay, sometimes you need to trust the market. Okay, trusting is very important. You need to trust the market that over the long term you're gonna be profitable. So to gain that trust, actually we need to have a strategy that we can have trust on it, which is a kind of sometimes difficult task for some trader to trade, to follow the strategy. You know that what happened, we follow a strategy, we all follow the strategy. This is my personal experience, and I have seen hundreds of traders that what I have seen that everyone follows a strategy until they have a couple of losing and until they throw it into the window. So what happened is that how does the trading psychology works is a trader very dedicated, writing a trading plan, and then sitting down the trading desk, committing to himself or herself that okay, from today I'm going to follow the strategy. I'm going to trade based on the strategy. This is my trading plan, and I'm dedicated to follow. I'm dedicated to be profitable, and then very dedicated just to see that a couple of trades not going well, and account balance from, let's say, 2002 has come down to 1800. Now thinking that okay, account balance is now 200 less, so I will follow the strategy. Just I want to see that my account is 2100, and from that time I will never miss a point of the strategy. But before that, I want to take a couple of trades just by pressing the button without any strategy, because I need to go back to my original capital, and then I will follow the strategy, and that is where the losing comes in play. Okay, so this is why it is important that no matter what, you stick to the strategy so that your account consistently growing over the long term. So that is called the the strategy throwing the window, but I have thrown many times into the window, and later I found it all outside of my house, that all the strategy. So finally I found the strategy that I didn't need to throw into the window, that I'm teaching day in day out and I'm trading. And I think that every trader needs to have a strategy that they can trust on, they can rely on. Let me know, guys, do you have a strategy that you can trust? Let's make a poll, and let's be fully honest on it. Let me know, guys, if you have a strategy. Cool. Okay, so we see that GJ is from this level is trying to bounce off, and I think that with the news coming up, we might see that GBPJPY is coming down for a deeper pullback. This is the 4-hour time frame. Now look, even we can expect GBPJPY. This is the 4-hour candle closing as a big doji, and even it is possible for GJ to bounce off this level, because there is a sharp rejection, because it's a long-term bull market. Let me see a 4-hour candle closing, and let me see that all the instrument how they are doing. Okay, Aussie yen also we see from this level a sharp rejection. This one also a very sharply bull market. CAD CHF. CAD JPY has broken all those levels. So we see that a GJ has formed a pin bar. Just looking at GBPUSD. GBPUSD, as the news coming, okay, we still could see manipulation here, but what I think that it's preparing for a bounce. NZD CAD, yeah, all of them we see that there is a potential. NZD CHF, I'm just quickly looking at what the market is doing. So GBPJPY, with the upcoming news, we might see volatility. Let me find out that what's the news, nature of the news, and what we can expect on the outcome on GJ. 6 p.m. which is in my zone. In 1 hour we'll be covering that. Retail sales expected is 0.5% forecast, and the actual will make a difference. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So what I think that GJ and GBP USD, here you see that this is a sharp rejection on GBP JPY on the 4 hour. The price below the 20 EMA, this is a sharply bull market, and we can trade it, but it's just 38 pip. GBP looks very bullish. So this is the neckline. So for me, GJ is potentially preparing for a bounce, but let the news, let's see how far it is coming down for a pullback, because this doji on GBP JPY is a very sharp rejection from the support level with a strong liquidity gap. And if you look at the daily, it is currently almost at the daily opening and closing. Initially we have seen that bounce, and let the news to be a little bit of, let the market to down a little bit for a pullback. Either we could see the prices respecting this low, or even breaking that, we will be rejecting to the upside, highly likely. So if the news managed to break that low, if the price drop that low, then break that low, and we can look for a very good bullish opportunity in the market. Okay, so we'll keep that in our list. And let me go back to gold. Gold also has closed a 4-hour candle, and from 1 hour on gold, I am expecting for gold to break this swing low and then to give us entry opportunity. Now I had a question before asking that gold has formed a double top, so you got confused with the double top. Let me know why you got confused with the double top. Okay, so I see that 31 votes, 58% saying that you have a strategy, 42% you don't have strategy but you learn one. So what is a strategy? Also a very important question, right? What is a strategy, in fact, when you are trading? Because sometimes asking a very fundamental question also will give you a very clear understanding of what you need to do to be profitable as a trader. Okay, so NCD CAD, trade supply and demand. So you trade supply and demand. Okay, so it's a strategy. Yeah, absolutely. Got a strategy, but following it is a problem. Yeah, this is what we're discussing, that having a strategy, you can find a strategy anywhere, but following it is the challenge, right? Because we'll discuss it, because there is a reason behind following a strategy is challenge. Good morning, God bless and have a nice day. Thank you for your analysis and Forex lessons. Very good. Thank you. Like to hold a small lot for long time. Last month I hold buy from 1874 to 1880 in gold with 0.02 lot. Okay. GJ to bounce back 1887.11. What do you think? As NASDAQ, you will be looking at the Eurusd. Well, okay. So we are waiting for, as I mentioned before, gold to test this level, and then we will be looking to enter. GJ, we see that some kind of bounce after this pin bar, and I will be interested to go long as soon as we will find that entry. And in the meantime, okay, let me ask you a question. See, if you either having a strategy or not having a strategy, if you are this, let me ask you this, then I'm going to ask one question, and your trading success will depend, 80% will depend on this, trust me. If the answer is no, then no matter how hard you are trying, it's not gonna be profitable. Let me ask you that. Let's say when you are buying or selling, opening a position in the market, how do you find the lot size? Do you buy or trade fixed lot? Guys, engage with me. This will open your eyes, because you really want to be a trader, then you must need to understand it, what it is. Do you buy or sell fixed lot? So I will be asking question. If you answer, then it's gonna clarify your point. Do you buy or sell fixed lot? So let me know in the live chat. Or you adjust the lot size. How do you calculate the lot size when you are opening a position? So you need to answer those fundamental questions, because without knowing that, without understanding that, if you bring the best strategy in the world, it's not gonna work. You need to know that. So you buy, yes means that you buy fixed lot. Okay, all right. So let me know how many of you buy or sell fixed lot. See that? Use micro lot. Okay. Okay, fixed lot. Fixed lot, fixed lot. Okay. Okay. Now I got the majority of doing fixed lot. Okay, fixed lot. All right. So okay, if you are using the fixed lot, now the next question, let me bring a trade. Let's say GJ, all right, GBPJPY. You open a trade from here. Let's consider 2 or 3. I see that majority of using fixed lot. Okay, so now I need to ask a couple of questions. Let's say you open a trade on GJ from here like that. You found a trade like that, and then you open buy trade here like this, and then you open a sell trade here like this as an example. Now you open fixed lot both. Let's assume that you open 0.1 lot here, 0.1 lot here. Okay, now if you open 0.1 lot here and 0.1 lot here, then what's happening? How much you are risking here? 54 pip, and you are risking here 130 pip. So if you are using fixed lot, then what's your risk here? Let's assume that 54 pip, $54 with 0.1 lot, and here you risk 134 pip with $134. Okay, now what's happening? If this trade not working out, then you're gonna lose $54. If this trade not working out, you're gonna lose $134, right? So how do you, now the next question coming up to those who are using the fixed lot, how do you calculate your risk in different kind of trade? See, this is where you need to work on. This is the real point that you need to focus on so that you can become profitable as a trader. Using a fixed lot will bring an inconsistency in your trading. When you are inconsistent in your trading, what will happen? That you will win 3 trade, maybe $50 win, $10 win, $20 win. You will have a loss, $20 loss, $80 loss, $5. There is a complete incoherent in your trading. And when you are incoherent, if you trade for a month, a year, 100% I can guarantee that your account is not going to grow over the long term, and you need to realize it. So then how do you find that fixed lot to consistency? The only way you can do it is you need to adjust the lot size based on your stop loss people, keeping the risk fixed. Let's say when you have a 134 pip stop loss, you might need to reduce your lot size to 0.03 lot. But when you have 54 pip stop loss, you might increase your lot size to 0.1 lot, so that your risk is being the same amount, either $50, $10, $20, and then you need to set bigger profit target. Okay, 3 times or 5 times, such as if you all the time risking $50, then you need to set, let's say, $150 profit target every time, and then you become profitable as a trader. This is the heart of a trading strategy. Say in a human body there are certain kind of organ, right? Some organ are most important, some organ important, but you still can run, right? You still can live without certain kind of organ, which is possible. But without some kind of organ, you can't live. What I said so far is the heart of a trading strategy. If you don't have this in your trading strategy, then you are, before you become successful, you are not going to be successful. So this is what I am emphasizing also in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I have distributed a lot size calculator already, and if you haven't got it as a member, you can let me know after this live session. I will give you again. So you need a lot size calculator built in your platform that is not available in MT4. I don't know why they do that. It's maybe, I don't know why really, because most of the platform has a built-in risk manager tool in the platform, but MT4 doesn't have. I have no answer for it. If you have answer, let me know. So you need a third-party risk manager tool built in your platform. You need to install it, and then you need to fix it with your chart so that you can calculate that lot size every time, so that your risk is, and if you have a lot size calculator built in, it takes 3 seconds to execute the trade with proper risk management. And this is what I also, in the first class that I took on Zoom, every session is about this, how to open a trade with fixed risk but variable lot. So what you are doing now is fixed lot, variable risk. You need to do the other way around. You need to do the fixed risk, variable lot, so that your risk always same, gaining more. Now apply the probability on it. If you have an edge in the market, then if you always target 5 times, what does it mean? If your risk is $10, your reward is $100. Now apply the probability. Every time you risk $10 and your reward is $100. No matter how many trade you lose, if you have a strategy, you are guaranteed a profitable trader if you do that correctly. And that's what strategy comes in place, that you need an edge in the market. And this is what everything a trader must know before the, and if you are trading your own fund or prop firm, this is more than enough for you to be successful in that field. Okay, so make sure that you are not getting hopeless that trading is hard. Trading is very easy, just you need the right information, right education, and make sure that you stick to the channel, and also like the stream, subscribe to the channel for more like that. I'm here always to help you in every way possible. Just you need the right action, right tool to do that. Okay, so we see that GJ now dropping down. All right, so GJ is dropping down, which is I'm expecting with the news to break the low and then to give us the entry opportunity as soon as we will find it. All right, so looking at again gold, we see that there isn't much movement yet, but we can expect gold to come down for this is a support that I'm expecting to break, and then we'll be looking at that. Okay, so because it depends upon swing trade or scalp. Now even if you are scalping, there is no alternative to it. Okay, even if you are scalping, if you are swing trading, if you are day trading, risk management is inevitable. Risk management is like having a brake in your car. So you are, let's say you are driving a race car, even in the world deadliest racing car or racetrack must have a brake in it, right? So no matter what kind of strategy you are using, you need to have a brake on it. And if you don't have a brake on it, then you know what's gonna happen, right? So either you are using, you are scalping, unless you have a different kind of strategy. Okay, we do have a kind of strategy that we use with a smaller capital, with different so as I mentioned, that you can't use like open your door with your whole trading account. You need to understand how trading works. So if you are, let's say, not putting a stop loss in the right place or not keeping your trading account sizable, then you are giving the market the whole exposure to your account. Okay, very good. Candle, my lot size depends on my entry point and setup. If it's sniper and I have all confluences such. Okay, so for those, let's say you don't have a built-in lot size calculator, or you find it difficult to quickly use that, then if you are day trading or swing trading, if you have 1 minute time, you can easily calculate those lot size. So if you go to our website, there's a free lot size calculator to calculate manually. So if you go to our website, this is our Forex Trading Wizard Academy website, you see that click here position size calculator. So once you click that position size calculator, then you find this tab where in just a matter of, let's say you are trading euro dollar and your deposit currency is USD or AUD, and then you risk how much you want to risk, let's say 2% or 1%. Your account balance, quickly put, let's say $2,000 or $200, 20,000, and then stop loss pip, let's say euro stop loss is 20 pip. That's it. You just calculate and it's gonna give you 0.065. How long it took me? Less than 10 seconds. And then you just press 0.06 lot, buy or sell, and then put the stop loss in the right place. That's how also you can do that. Either you can use a built-in lot size calculator with the platform, or you can use the external website or app to find that lot size so that you are doing the right thing. So yeah, this is the website. You can always visit the website or bookmark it on your PC, and just take less than 30 seconds to calculate the lot size, so which is available in our website. You can do that always. And also, in addition, if you want to be connected with us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, also you can join us. Just click join now button, then you will be able to join us as well to learn more, to progress your career as a trader. So looking at here on gold, we see that the market, I want to see that it's breaking the low. So I had a 5 minutes ago, one of you said that fix 01 lot because a small account. Okay, yeah, if you are using, let's say, $100 account, then yeah, it might not work that way. You might always need to do. And there is an additional thing that we will be discussing, is that let's say you are saying that, okay, I am always using 0.01 lot, even my account is, let's say, $1,000, $2,000. I would say that even that is not the right practice to do, even if you are using 0.01 lot. Yes, because let me tell you, see why you are trading. In fact, right, you need to take a risk, and you need to learn that risk to manage. That's being a trader. So if you are playing very safe, also you are not learning. You need to do it right way, right? Imagine that you are driving a car on a 100-kilometer road where you need to maintain its speed, but you are saying that, okay, I'm very safe and very, very peaceful, so I want to drive on 10 kilometer. So what will happen, that all the car coming on behind you and started to horn you, right? So you need to do the right way. Yeah, if you have a very smaller account, let's say $100 account, yeah, you can't do it because your margin might not cover. But in the beginning for learning, yeah, okay, but I think that learning also should be in the right way, right? Imagine that you are a medical student, you want to be a doctor, and then you went to the surgeon room, and if you do the surgery, you have to do the right way, even if you are learning, okay, because this is how you will be learning. There is a reason behind it. Our brain register every experience that we have, and that habit always reflected. So how does brain works? Because all the decision comes from the brain. Imagine that we have a brain, and when we have a brain. So when we have a brain, then there is, when we do certain activity, it creates a neuro pathway, which is called a neuro pathway. And that neuro pathway is always, the more you'll do that, the muscle memory will be strengthened, and there will be a new neuro pathway will be created, and the energy flows according to that. And anything you will do as a habit or repetitively, you're gonna do it more and more. So if you are doing something, let's say not the right practice, and you are saying that I'm for learning, that you're gonna do it even after you learn. So you need to do it in the right direction, in the right way. That's called kind of pattern that we need to repeat in a smaller scale or in a larger scale. So what you're gonna do in your $300 account, you're gonna do it in a $3 million account. Same thing. Okay, so hope that you got it, and make sure that you do it in the right way, either by learning by yourself, or you can learn from someone that you like. Doesn't have to be with us, that you can trust. Learn it, but do it in the right way. But if you do it with us, definitely we commit to give the best trade. And I do that. You see that this is the Gbpusd trade that we are still holding, and this is how exactly I trade in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, and all the trade that I post in the same way, so that for those who are here, they can learn and grow as a trader. AUD NZD trade also, we took a massive profit on that. And you see that AUD NZD trade, let me bring that up, guys, along with the Gbpusd, so that you know exactly by what I'm saying from the example. So this is the AUD NZD trade. Okay, see, we have opened with only 10 pips stop loss, and from that zone we targeted 1.0834 with 4.8 times profit target on that, 4.8%. Now if I do the fixed lot, then look at the two trades side by side, exactly what we are discussing, then you will know exactly. So first let's look at this AUD NZD. Okay, only 10 pips stop loss, we gain it at 3.6 time profit on that. See that AUD NZD, this is the trade, and it has moved from that level to the upside. We had 5 times profit, and you can take this one 7 times, right? I took normally 5 times. This one we took 3.7 times because the daily close coming close, because this instrument is a bit exotic. So we took 3.5 times with only 10 pips stop loss. Now if I do a fixed lot, then this win could give me a very little win, right? Because it's a couple of pips, but by percentage it's the same amount as a Gbpusd. You see the Gbpusd, we had how many pips stop loss? This one 66 pips stop loss. AUD NZD, we had only 10 pips stop loss, but we gained the same profit as more than Gbpusd, because we use the risk manager tool to find out the lot size by itself. Okay, so this is why it is important that you always use proper lot sizing before you open your position. Hope that this is a big topic, guys. Hope that you enjoyed that. Make sure that you you do the proper risk management and take it as a long-term process, not a one-day job. So let's see now, as the news coming, we will be looking at some of the pairs. Also let me know, guys, which one you are at. Today afternoon, good. But that, will you please check NASDAQ? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. EuroCAD favor. Okay, we'll be looking at that. Hi coach, thank you. EuroCAD. So GBPJPY, GBPJPY, no, we didn't open any position on GJ, so you should be fine. Now looking at on, or with, let me look at Euro CAD, and okay, so let me see. Okay, so looking at NASDAQ, and then we'll come back to it. Looking at NASDAQ here on, looking at the daily. Okay, so looking at daily time frame, this is a bullish market on NASDAQ. There's a big impulse, consolidation, impulse, another consolidation, impulse, narrow consolidation. So NASDAQ is in a very strong bullish market structure. If you look at, now let's look at the bigger picture, monthly. Now looking at the monthly time frame on NASDAQ, we can see that from the monthly perspective, this is an impulse correction. It is in another impulsive phase on NASDAQ. So as I mentioned before also in my previous analysis, NASDAQ is a long-term bullish market. Okay, so if you look at this is a the market already has broken that high. Very stuck. So this is a very predictable market structure. We can see this is an impulse correction. It is in another impulsive phase on NASDAQ. So this is a bullish engulfer. You can see that on the monthly, just 2 weeks gone. And I think that this market could remain bullish. Now looking at the weekly, we see that from the weekly perspective, there is a bullish engulfer followed by, if you look at this candle here previous week, which is potentially a bullish candle with a gap opening and with a little bit of pullback. And I think that NASDAQ might remain bullish over the long term. Now looking at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, we see that this is a nicely bull market. So if I look at those support here on NASDAQ, we can see that the market is forming series of higher high and higher low. So looking at further lower time frame, we see here this is where, you know, yesterday I was looking at this candle here. This is a back-to-back 3 liquidity grab from this significant level of support. For me, NASDAQ, after a long week candle, we can look for going long, as it is a bull market. We could see that after retesting of this level, the market is bouncing off. So once we see the NASDAQ has formed another long week candle along the zone, this is a good place for potential buying. Good place, not certain place. Definitely nothing is certain in trading, and keeping a big reward will be a good place for potential opening buy on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ for me is bullish. Review and trade. Okay, so GJ we haven't opened yet. We'll be looking at the Euro USD. Yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that euro dollar. Okay, so with that said, euro dollar, if we look at, so euro dollar, we can see that this is a bullish market on euro dollar. And looking at the daily, very interesting daily candle on euro dollar. There is a doji with a long wick at the top. Chances that this long wick will be filled at the top. Now what I think that euro dollar, chances that the price will break this low again, which will be very good price action confirmation if the market managed to break the low and then bouncing to the upside. Okay, so euro dollar, if you look at the 4-hour perspective on euro dollar, we can see that from the 4-hour there is a very strong bullish price action followed by this bull flag. We saw a break from this bull flag and then we have seen immediate pullback. Guys, here is the support on euro dollar, and I will be waiting for the price to come down to break the low and that is will be a very good bet. If this level is broken at 1.0830, around 20p below, along this 20 EMA, definitely I will look for buying on euro dollar, because for me what I think that it's gonna break the low, and then we could see that trending to the upside again. As this is the weekend, last day of trading week, we might see deeper pullback, and then the price might be bouncing off this level. Can you be on buy Gbpusd supply and demand method? Okay, so Gbpusd, this is what we are talking about, that Gbpusd and euro dollar. So supply and demand method. This is, let's look at where is the supply area and what is the demand area. So if we look at this level, okay, so below this level there is a high demand for Gbpusd. Okay, so this level is, there is a high demand. Okay, now as you know that I apply supply and demand based on liquidity. Okay, not just based on line or level, but based on liquidity, because that's how, you know, always you will find a very good opportunity in the market. When the market gather liquidity, it basically prepare for bigger move. As all my strategy is for bigger profit target, definitely we need to aim for bigger move, and that's the fun basis of that. Alright guys, hope that you are enjoying. Make sure that you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that we are posting every single day. So I'm pausing for 2 seconds, guys. Let me pause my camera also. So can you see my camera? Can you smash the like button now? I'm waiting to reach 100 like. It's going ahead, thank you. And also waiting for to see 10 subscribers. Awesome, thank you for that. And let's go ahead now. Thank you. Okay, so here we see that on Gbpusd, okay, we'll be looking for that pullback. Okay, gold has come down a little bit, which is good, because at this kind of bull market you want to see that it has come down well below. Okay, so you see that the market just has touched the 20 EMA. Okay, so gold is coming to a very important level. I think that it's gonna break the low. It's coming to the daily support level here. So this is a very strongly bull market, gold, and you see that there is a weakless candle here on gold. Below this level there is a very high liquidity, and I will be waiting for a bounce of this level, and very highly likely that we could see gold is bouncing off this level. Okay, so let me see. So the here we see that gold, this is where the levels, daily support. So why am I targeting the daily support, guys? Why am I looking at the daily support? This is also a question, isn't it? Dollar yen, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Danish. Okay, so let that gold to come down as news coming in just 20 minutes on GBP USD. So if we look at GBP USD, we could see GBP JPY and GBP USD, both of this pair. GJ, I want to see that also this one has come down to this liquidity. So what is liquidity? Liquidity is the fuel of the market. So where there is a liquidity, there is always big boys orders there. Why? Because if you look at how the market moves, so if you look at a map on a city, you'll see that there are some zones that were different kind of interest, right? So I look at the market rather than looking at the candles, rather looking behind the scene. Okay, so it is a kind of abstract part of the market. Now if you look at everything, you look at the nature, we see that wind on the trees, right? So when wind is blowing, okay, we see the tree is moving, but can you see the wind? But the main cause of when the wind is blowing, right? So in the similar way, when the market is moving is because of the liquidity, and we can see the price action and the market structure, but the liquidity is you can't see. But when the price action will give you an indication, then you know that there is a liquidity has been triggered, and then where we enter the trade. And this is how the institutional trader trade the market, because they can't do like us, buying 0.1 lot or 0.01 lot or 1 lot, but they buy based on liquidity. So do you understand liquidity? Let me know in the live chat. I want to see that how many of you have a clear idea of the liquidity in the market. So what do you mean by wickless candle? Okay, very simple. That doesn't have any wick, which I called a wickless candle. So wickless candle is where a candle close, okay, and the other one open so aggressively that it doesn't create any wick. So such as this one is a wickless candle like this. Okay, so this is a wickless candle. Now if I give you an example of wickless candle, there are plenty. Here is one. See, wickless candle is very powerful. Let me delete that. So if you look at here, though there is a little bit of wick, but it's kind of wickless candle. And you see that when there is a wickless candle is broken, the bounce is very powerful. It's like a huge momentum, and then the market is coming down to the same level, and I think that the market is coming down to to break that level. So this is what my market does. It creates a level and it breaks by itself and then creates another level and then breaks by itself. So by understanding that, you understand how the market moves. So this is the key points here. Having $100 or $1,000 account for a beginner, is it advisable? So having $100 or $1,000 for a beginner, I would say that you don't keep any $100 or $1,000. Keep a demo account of 100,000. Okay, so familiar yourself with a demo account and then go for, like a $10 account or $100 account. So first, in the beginning, maybe you will be able to trade on a demo account because you need to know what it is. Okay, so then you understand how the trading works. Until you learn the risk management, I would say that trade on demo. So see how it looks like to open without calculating the lot size, and then you can do it. Once you are profitable, then you can open any amount. And the way I do, okay, so I put a reward system for myself. So because our brain works like that, so what I do when I open a trade, as I mentioned, I always do the risk management, bigger profit target. So when I achieve my target, I increase the capital little bit. Instead of putting a lot of money on the trading account, so I give myself a reward. Okay, so you got target this week 5%, so I will add 1% more to the capital so that I can next week increase the profit so that I can. So that's how the reward system. That means that if some week, in case I am not profitable, I don't give that reward, because that's how. But the traders does the other way around. Traders, when they lose money, they put more on it just to go back to where we were, because this is how the human mind works. We want to be right. Okay, because if you look at, this is a very common, what I would say, that psychological phenomena. Okay, no matter, we want to be right. And if you look at very carefully, you will see that you don't want to be successful, but you want to be right. So that's why, if you want to be successful as a trader, then you need to forget about being right. Let yourself be wrong. When you are right, give yourself reward. When you are wrong, don't give yourself reward, but be comfortable with it. Okay, so then you can be profitable as a trader. Okay, so let's see now here on GJ. I'm waiting for the news. 10 minutes to go, guys. Are you ready for that one? No. Josh, is liquidity found in supply and resistance and demand and support areas? Okay. EuroCAD, what is your analysis? Okay, we'll be looking at that. Frankie, coach, check Gbpusd on 1 hour and see the previous weekless candle. Suggest how it will react. Okay, so we'll be, how do you identify the previous day close candle and lower time frame? Okay, quite a few good questions. Okay, very good. First of all, is liquidity found in supply and demand, support and resistance area? Liquidity found in everywhere. So everywhere there is liquidity, right? There is order, whole area in the chart. But which one you gonna take is the most important part. So it's like if you go to a river, you'll find water everywhere, right? So liquidity is everywhere. Like a river, the water is everywhere. So if you ask, where can I find the water in the river? So this is the same question. Now, then it's not where you find the water in the river, but to know which way the water is flowing so that you can ride the current to go to the destination. So liquidity is everywhere, but you need to know where the liquidity is being triggered and then ride that trend, ride that flow to ride the trend in the direction of the flow. And how do you know? From the price section. This is why I had posted a video past week, I think the week before, on liquidity. So it's like you can imagine like a tree. Okay, so you see that there is a tree, like it's like a, what did I draw? It's a human face. Just quickly, you see, this is the eye, forehead, there is a horn in it, nose, and mouse. Wow, that's nice, isn't it? That's not nice. It's like a very old style art. So let's make it a tree. Okay, so when you see a tree and then the wind, if you see the trees is still, then you know that there is no wind. But from the movement of the tree, you will understand how much the intensity of the wind. Now similarly, from the price section, you will know that how much the liquidity is being triggered, and then you will decide either to ride or does not to ride. So how do you decide? From the strength of the liquidity candle. Okay, and so this is where you need to know that when to ride that trend. Let me give you an example that, okay, USD is still moving up, still pushing high. We could target 10 times. This is what I was telling that guys, that always keep bigger profit target. You see that this is a support on AUD. What happened? The market has broken that low. Now if you go back to 2 or 3 days early in our live session, when the price was here, also in this live, this is what I told exactly, that if AUD is dropping down, I will be going long on AUD, and exactly I did that. And also I posted the same trade to the group. This is the trade AUD. Exactly, I bought from here, only 10 pips stop loss. I bought at 1.0782, stop loss at 1.07720, TP target at 1.0834, only 10 pips stop loss. But in a fixed lot, it might not give you much profit, but we do the risk management, and from that zone it moved aggressively to the upside. This is the power of understanding when the liquidity grab is working, and this is exactly the same trade I have posted to the VIP members. And also I'm day in day out, I'm trying to teach in Forex Trading Wizard Academy the same strategy. You can, if you are our members, so make sure that you hold tight, because this strategy I trade every single day, and I'm trying to fix in everyone's mind the same strategy. The reason is, this is how the big boys trade. Now how do you know? In fact, this is the smart money trading strategy. You don't need to know, you need to see the movement in the market from that place that we have opened. Because as a retail trader, if we trade all traded together, we may not be able to move a couple of pips. So that much movement is happening, there must be huge buying happen here. That's how you know that it's a big boys trading strategy. Okay, so let me go back to gold to see where it is heading. So it is coming to the daily support, as this is also a liquidity zone here, but I want to see a little more down. Already it has tested this level. gold in a consolidation. So we saw that there is a rejection from here, and so there are a couple of weekly candle here. So the market highly likely will see another drop here, and this is the level that I want to target. There is a chance for a bounce from this level, but not a very high probability, that because there is a rejection here after this from this liquidity zone. So you could see that potential bounce to the upside, or it might form a long wick and then drop back again, and then finally we could see that movement on gold. So I will be waiting for a bit more confirmation. 15 minutes, there is a bullish candle so far. Okay, so 1 hour, okay, so it's preparing for another move. So you can see that gold this is the 5 minutes time frame, and in this lower time frame where we saw that the market was respecting this level, a breakdown, we can wait for a double bottom formation or a sharp rejection from this level, and then we'll look for entry opportunity on gold. Let's see here. I think that we could see another attempt from the seller, and that will give a very good probability for buying on gold to this level, because we need to maintain a good risk to reward. If we go long from here, we need to target around the zone. That will not give us enough reward to risk, so we will be looking at that. Okay, GJ had a drop with the news as expected. Gbpusd also I think had a drop. Oh yeah, so to that level. So let me keep eye on all of them. All right, so if the price managed to come to this liquidity zone, I think that we might see very soon an opportunity on GBP. Okay, so let me see, the results came out to be why GBP getting a little bit of weaker. Okay, that weakness in fact might give us that entry. So if we look at that calendar here on GBP news, we saw that retail sales, okay, very negative, minus 0.3%. so that has given some kind of blow on GBP. If you look at the daily, and I think that might bring the price below the daily low. On GBP/JPY also the same thing, we might see deeper drop, okay, deeper pullback below this level. There is a high liquidity, definitely we'll be looking to see. Okay, so Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so here we see that on gold, the other way around. Okay, so GJ, you know, this kind of drop might give a momentum in the market for potential again bullish. Gbpusd also having a drop which is kind of good. I want to see that the market has broken the daily low. Okay, let me delete that. Let's see how far it is coming down. If this move is coming below this level, definitely I will look for buying, because this is where very important level. If you look at the weekly, we can see that it will bring the price to the weekly level. Okay. The same way as expected, we expected GBP to drop. It dropped, and let me see how dollar yen reacting. It's in a sideway. So GBP USD and GBP JPY is melting down, and below this level there will be a very high demand for GBP JPY, especially below this doji is a very high demand. Along with euro dollar. So with the weakness on GBP, euro also got a little bit of weaker. So just price has broken the daily low. Okay, so that's a massive drop. So if it is a false breakdown, okay, on GJ, you can see the price has just broken this low. That will make GJ to move back up again, but I'm still not expecting it to be a false breakdown. I think that it's gonna drop further even to penetrate. So if the price managed to drop below this, you see this green candle on the 4-hour on GJ, which is the 186.12, this is where a big trade will come in place if it bounce and drop back to this level and give us that entry. And in this situation, I will be waiting for the market to settle down and then to give us that entry that we need on GJ and on GU along with gold. So very soon we should find opportunity on gold and on GJ. Okay, so there is a potential for gold to have a drop to this daily support level. So as soon as we will find that, I will be entering the trade. Okay, so let's see how far it is going. And I hope that guys you're enjoying the live session. Make sure that you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. gold bouncing off that level. This is the 15-minute chart on gold. Okay, if this candle managed to break the low, form a doji, then I'll go for long. Okay, so I want to see that another liquidity grab here, so that will confirm that gold might not drop further. It might bounce off this level. So gold, for me, it is a bull market. So this local drop, if it is drop further, it's better. Okay, so then we can look for an entry with a bigger profit target. So these are some of the supports that I will be looking today. Okay, these zones 1980, below 1980 is a very high demand area for gold for buying. So GJ is moving down, Gbpusd also moving down. Let them come. They might come below this leg. So this is a big pole here, you can see that has moved, and they might come below this level even. And but I think that after even breaking the low, you'll see that again bouncing off. So this is weekend. If we look at the weekly perspective, that is still a bull market. Okay, so from the weekly, Gbpusd has managed to break towards the upside. You see that Gbpusd has formed a long wick candle at the top, and this is a bullish market. Now with the bull market, if the price today dropping further, we will have another opportunity to buy, because next week Gbpusd might push up again, because it has a strong bull candle, very narrow red candle, another bull candle. So bulls are stronger than the bears. This is how always the best way to look at the market, to see from the price action perspective. Now Gbpjpy also coming down to the weekly support level, so which is a very good place coming down, and that will give us also entry as soon as we see that break. So this doji, this zone here, all of these are liquidity zone. Also the CAD-JPY, I think that CAD-JPY might even bounce off this level after breaking the low. So looking at majority of the pairs, euro dollar, NZD USD, GBP USD, all of them on a deeper pullback. Okay, so like the NZD JPY, this is also, you see, this is a very sharply bull market, and this is the liquidity zone. Now this is from experience, as I mentioned before, that to find where the market is finding that liquidity, you see it from the price action perspective. So I think that NZD-JPY breaking that low will become overextended against the trend. So looking for the trend is, it should maintain this support level. Once it will overextend it in this direction, the trend is up. Once the market will bounce off this level, it's gonna go a lot. That's how we look at the market from bigger picture perspective. Okay, so looking at gold again, $30 minutes, we see some kind of bounce here. So gold is preparing for another bounce. For me, I want to, this is the 1 hour chart, guys, and from this support it got bounced off this level. Okay, so as the session is progressing, let me delete that 4 hour. So you see that gold in that level, there is a you want to see that as I mentioned before, there is a bounce from here and still it is preparing for a bias. But for me, I want to see that it has broken this daily low, and then it will come eventually to the daily support at some point later today, highly likely, and that is where we can look for entry once we see that the market has broken this support level. Okay, the chance that it's gonna come down, and then we'll look for buying GJ and Gbpusd, all of them. I'm keeping eye on all of them, guys. And with that said, I will be again coming on live in the next live on the New York session. Before that, I will look for an entry opportunity in any of them, and also with the live session we will be looking to enter as soon as we will find that. We do open quite a few trades during the live also. Until that, guys, stay well, stay happy, make sure that you always do the risk management, and I'll see you again in the next live very soon. Hope that you found value in it, learned something from here. If you do, then don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon in the next